Call of Duty points are now in Infinite Warfare. If you want the best way to get free Call of Duty points, click the link down in the description, install the app, and start getting yourself some free Call of Duty points today. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Infinite Warfare video. And tonight's video is going to be something very exciting. As you guys probably know, or if you don't know, you should check out the video I uploaded earlier today. New stuff came out to Infinite Warfare today. There's actually 12 new weapon variants as well as some more new stuff, new gear, all that sort of stuff into the Quartermaster, into supply drops, and the new weapons are pretty cool, and that basically inspired this video, which I'll talk about in a second. But this video is going to have some leaks that are 90% going to come true, and I literally have proof to back it up, so hopefully you guys will enjoy this one. I think you guys really will like this. When I heard about this and when I compared the list, I got pretty hyped to make this video, and that's why I thought, you know, I'd make this one tonight and then make some more videos on the new variants probably tomorrow or the next couple of days. So if you guys could drop a like on this thing, 2,000 likes would be the goal. Of course, you guys have been smashing the likes, absolutely killing it lately, so 2,000 likes would be awesome. And subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and let's get right into this info. So about a month ago, a bit over a month ago, a list came out of possible weapons and DLC weapons that could come to Infinite Warfare. Now, this list was apparently data mined from the PC version of the game, which basically means someone went into the files on the PC version of Infinite Warfare and found stuff that was in the files and that would be coming to the future of DLC of Infinite Warfare. Now, what I noticed from this list is from the last set of 12 new Infinite Warfare weapon variants, and from this set, a lot of these came true exactly to the T. The NV4 Chaos was predicted. The Longbow Harbinger, which both came out today, were predicted. The Banshee Doppler, the DCM-8 Epitaph, a lot of these things, Hailstorm Thunder even, were predicted over a month ago, which would be technically impossible unless this list was 100% true and went into the files, which gives so much credibility to this list and to the future weapons of DLC that I'm going to be talking about here, including the ACR. Now, this list comes from Void Glitch, who's actually a really respected member of the Reddit community, and he's always, you know, really good at data mining for all sorts of different video games, and I'll leave the links down to the articles I'm referencing down in the description below, of course. So, I'll throw the list up on the screen right now, and guys, remember when I'm talking about this came out over a month ago, so before any set of DLC weapons drop. Now, on this list, we can see the first one is, of course, the NV4 Chaos, and the perks or the traits, whatever those are called, I don't know what they're officially called, but this weapon has a faster fire rate while hip firing, reduced hip spread. Those are exactly the same thing that came into the game live today, and that was 100% predicted. As well, you'll see on this list, you'll see like I said, the longbow, the EBR 800 bomber, overcharged, charged 3-shot burst, and presence of mind, infinite hold breath duration. This is in the game. This came out in the first of the DLC weapons, and this list 100% predicted that. As well, Hailstorm Thunder, DCM-8 Epitaph, and the Banshee Doppler. These ones were all predicted. So that leads to believe that whatever is left on this list is going to come in the next set of DLC variants, because it is in the files and this list has, you know, it's been proven to be true. So what we're looking at here is we basically know what the weapons are going to be before they come out. And of course, these could change. They could, you know, have these guys, just because they're in the files doesn't mean they're going to be put public. But as you see, history, you know, you can tell the future from history usually, and from history telling, they put these variants exactly how they were leaked into the game, just the exact same way. So we have the ERAD Cyclopene, which is an epic. It has particle beam, releases a concentrated beam of energy at its target, and focus, reduced idle sway while aiming down sights. We're probably going to see this gun in the game within the next month or two, which is good because we need another ERAD epic version. I don't really know what Cyclopene or what the particle beam really means. Releases a concentrated beam of energy. Seems like maybe it'll mean it's a semi-automatic. Karma 45 Gravedigger, greatly reduced spread, can no longer aim down sights, and reduced recoil. This sounds really cool. It sounds like a hipfire only variant, which isn't probably going to be the most practical, but it does sound like something fun. We have the Mauler Centennial, or the Sentinel, which the data for that is not available yet, so we don't know what that's going to have. We have the Oni Tengu. Smart shot bullets from this weapon now track enemies in a small radius, and stockpile increased ammo. And the EMC Switchblade releases a wide energy blast when fired and reduced recoil. And then of course the Hailstorm Thunder, which is already in the game. So this list has proven its credibility. Then the other things we have on this list are we have Venom, ARACC, IW7_ACR, and the Amili. So if everything else on this list is proven to come true, I believe that the ACR and the Amili and whatever Venom and ARACC mean are going to be coming into this game. And of course, I don't really know what those two mean. I'm guessing Venom will be code for another DLC weapon, but the ACR and the Amili seem like those are going to be classic weapons that they bring out in some sort of formation. Obviously, if it's in the coding here, that doesn't tell us everything about it. It doesn't tell us if it's going to be a classic weapon, a supply drop weapon, a variant. But in my guess would be, we are going to see the ACR into Infinite Warfare within the next month or two. Or if we're not going to see that, we're going to see the Amili or something, or, you know, most of the stuff on this list. And that gets me pretty excited, because a lot of this stuff needs to come to the game, and they are releasing a lot of these weapon variant DLCs, but I'm looking for those real gun DLCs, because the classic weapons they have in now are pretty cool, but they are missing some classic ones. Amili is an LMG from COD Ghost. It's a whatever LMG. I wouldn't be too excited to see it coming back, but I wouldn't care at all. Like, it wouldn't be bad. It's a pretty good LMG, but of course ACR is what I would be excited for. Now, another leak that came out here, which is also from Void Glitch, he has everything which is going to be for the 12 Days of Winter event. So if you guys don't like, you know, your presents being spoiled, if you don't like opening your presents before Christmas, you know, you close your ears for this part. But basically, he has it written out what we're going to get on every one of our 12 days of Christmas. So obviously, today I think was the 7th day. So we've already got the first 7 days, which day 1 was a string 'em up calling card. Next, day 2 is 20 keys. Day 3 was 200 salvage. And I'll show this list up on the screen as well. Day 4 was the RPR Evo sled shot, which is like a Christmas wrapped variant. Then we had the iced reticle on day 6, 40 keys on day 7, which was today. And it looks like if this list stays true, tomorrow morning we're going to get the Titan Sleigh Guide, which is a rare variant to the Titan. And then we're going to get 500 salvage the next day, which is insane. People have been complaining about these gifts, and I have too as well, because it's kind of pathetic when they give you 20 keys and, you know, one rare supply drop on Christmas. That seems like not that good of a gift, but 500 salvage seems really cool. Then on day 10, a frosted menu camo, and then on day 11, snowballs. And on snowballs, it looks like a cosmetic snowman. I don't really know what that means. Maybe that could, some people are saying snowballs as in like a grenade skin, or snowballs as in like something you wear on your character. It's some sort of cosmetic, so I don't think that will affect gameplay too much for those concerned. And day 12 is going to be your legendary K-Bar. And that, of course, those 3 weapons, the K-Bar, the Titan, and the RPR Evo, were ones that were teased on the official poster from Infinite Warfare and from Activision and all that sort of stuff. And that's stuff that's going to be coming into the game and is really awesome. And just to add more credibility to this guy and his leaks, I'll show up on the screen right now a list of what he has right here. And this list was put out 1 day ago or 2 days ago, and it had predicted every single gun which came out today, which of course would be impossible unless this was truly data mined from the thing. So what this has on it is it has all of the weapons that we're going to see, that we did see already come out today. Most of these things already came out today, and I made a video on that earlier today because we got those 12 new variants. And then also it says at the bottom here, I didn't notice this before, but it says Venom is a fully auto ballistic assault rifle, highest fire rate and stability with moderate damage. So Venom could be a code name for the ACR, or maybe it's a separate gun altogether, but full auto ballistic assault rifle with a high fire rate and stability with moderate damage seems sort of like an ACR kind of assault rifle. Basically, a lot of good stuff coming soon, and we're going to see the ACR in some sort of form. I would say 90%, because if it's in the files, there's not much reason for them not to release it, even though they have done stuff like this before. However, everything else on this list has been released, and at the least, I'd say we're going to see all those cool new variants I talked about earlier today. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. This came with a lot of new info, a lot of stuff that is, you know, for the future DLC, at least for these next month or two. I think what they do is they put everything in the game, they plan out like the next 3 months of their DLC, throw it all into the game's coding, and then let it come out, and then they just, you know, work on the next 3 months and do it like that. and I think that's why this, you know, coding only has up to probably, you know, a month in the future, 1 or 2 more of these weapon variant drops, and hopefully we'll be seeing those real weapons like ACR coming out in the next drop or the second next drop. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Drop a like on this thing. 2,000 likes, of course, would be the goal. I'd really appreciate if you guys could all leave a like on this. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. That would be awesome. Subscribe for a cookie and don't lookie. And I'm out. Peace. Have a great day, guys.